everyone, Ben Runo here, and here to bring you another quick video review slash thoughts. This tablet sucks, and hate to be so blunt, but this is the Samsung Galaxy Tab Pro. Now, by all definitions, this tablet should be awesome. Let's see, it's running one of the latest versions of Android. It's got a Snapdragon 800 quad-core processor, 3 gigabytes of RAM. It's a screen that's higher than Quad HD. It's extremely high quality. 8 megapixel camera ripped straight out of the S3 on the back. Just packed to the gills with great specifications. But it brings to mind an old saying, there's a man that knows the numbers of everything, but the value of nothing. And that's exactly what I'd say with the Samsung tablet here. So it has all the best numbers, but none of the best tablet, for lack of a better term. And I know it doesn't make sense, but bear with me. So what makes this bad? Well, let's see. I was using a Lenovo Yoga until recently, and the first level where this tablet fails is form factor. So the Lenovo, it had a long cylinder on one side, and it was very easy to hold in one hand. Since this is all the same weight across, it weighs on your hand because you have to steady it from falling down or falling left, and it's a pain. It makes it a lot more of a chore to hold, and it makes you not want to spend as much time with it. And then also, that last tablet, it had front-facing speakers, where these are downward-facing. So instead of encouraging you to hold in landscape, it encourages you to hold in portrait, which is where most Android tablet apps just suffer horribly. But I'll get to that a little later. So the speakers are garbage. Form factor is also bad. The speakers are bad because you muffle them. The form factor is bad because it's uncomfortable to hold. They can make it as light as they want, but as long as it's this completely flat slab, it's not going to be nearly as comfortable to hold as a Lenovo Yoga. And then, let's see, what else here? It also fails on the battery life portion. So this has a lot closer to a good smartphone's battery life than it does a good tablet's. This thing will get about 6 to 7 hours on a charge, and that's nothing remarkable. So, my Lenovo Yoga would actually get close to 16 hours on a charge, which is just insanity. So it doesn't get good battery life either. Let's see, what else here? I guess I'll just briefly talk about the cameras. The cameras are really bad, because unless you hold the device perfectly still, the picture is blurred. So the cameras just might as well not be there, because unless you hold it perfectly still for almost a full second after you take the shot, it comes out very blurry. So that's another bad point. And then I'd say one of the best parts about this tablet is the IR blaster and using it as a remote, but that's really not enough of a reason to spend $200 to $400 on a tablet. Back to the things that make it suck, unfortunately. So as much as Samsung has tried to give value to the Android tablet form factor, the value just isn't here compared to iOS tablets or Windows tablets, other than the app space versus the Windows tablets. But obviously, I think laptops are a better form factor and smartphones are a better form factor than tablets. But at least Apple makes a try with the iPad. Whereas the apps are just horrid. Every app is just stretched out. Text is tiny. Interface elements are hard to pinpoint. It's a horrible setup. There are very few actual Android tablet apps out there. Well, the ones that work well, but most of the time the only Android tablet apps are ones for watching video, which, if you just want a portable screen to lug around and watch video, I mean, is that really worth $200 to $400? Maybe to you, it certainly isn't to me. And then also on the software front, Samsung, they've added in their own multitasking basically feature, where you can snap one app on the top or bottom or left side or right side, and it works as described, but it seems to break a lot of apps. Like the Twitter app, when you do it in landscape, unless you have it like covering most of the screen, the actual tweets are these tiny little slivers. And then other apps, they just won't let you bring them in half screen, and it'll make you interrupt whatever you're doing to bring up the app, and then it's like, why am I trying to do the multitasking if it's not even going to work? So, Samsung's additions, while they are a step in the right direction, it's far, far from where we need to be with Android tablet multitasking. There needs to be something baked into the OS. Personally, I don't think Android ever should have taken the tablet form factor on without creating its own app store and not allowing these just jumbled up Android titles to come onto here, because it disincentivizes actual developers from making Android tablet apps because they already know their software is compatible. So why make a specified app? It's ridiculous, and it's a mess. And what else is there to say about this tablet? I think that's really about it. I mean, I've dished pretty much as much dirt on it as possible, but that's really about all there is to say. This tablet, it's a bad form factor, it's uncomfortable to hold, bad battery life, easily muffled speakers, bad camera, laggy software, unworkable multitasking. It only works with some apps, and other apps doesn't work all the time. It's not a good situation. So if you're thinking about getting a tablet, I'd advise either getting an iPad Air or an iPad Mini 2, or I'd advise getting the Lenovo Yoga tablets. They are running Android, but it's not as bad. Otherwise, I'd recommend just getting a laptop, because a laptop's going to be infinitely more useful to you than looking around a tablet. So those are my final thoughts. I'm going to give this product, this is harsh, I'm going to give it a 3 out of 10. And honestly, I mean, the screen's gorgeous, and in good lighting, the camera will take good pictures, but I'm just talking about how this device actually feels to use, and it doesn't feel good at all. You constantly need to find a way to prop it up. There's no kickstand. Like, there's so many problems with it. It's just, I wouldn't recommend it unless you're looking for a $400 or $350 remote, and for that it works well. But other than that, it's not very good. If you have any more questions about the Samsung Galaxy Tab Pro 8.4, leave them down in the comments section. Otherwise, thanks for watching, and please don't forget to subscribe. Have a nice day.